way back when. I had an old little Honda Shadow, little 750. And
It was black, wasn't it?
it was black with red flames.
I do remember that.
And as much as I love that bike, I used to ride with my girlfriend all the time. She had a Ninja 300, which scared the shit out of me. Not because it was a sports bike, because it was like extremely light. So any gust of wind, I was like, God, I don't like this. So I was riding home in New Jersey. This is North Jersey. I was riding home. No, I had to go pay. I was working at the bus depot, and I already put fuel stabilizer in it because it was October. It was almost time to winterize the bike, and I said, my one friend goes, "Hey, so and so is here at the bus depot. You want to pay him for the parts?" Because this guy would always drive up, and we would buy parts from him. He was almost like the Snap-on guy. He would just sell shit out of a rape van.
Oh, that's fun.
So, I said, yeah, let me run down real quick. Let me take the bike out for one more hurrah. And I took the bike out, and I was driving down, and I was by the Garden State Mall, which is a massive, massive mall. And I'll never forget this jerk in some little Honda piece of shit Civic. It was like those old 96 ones.
I had a 96
Came
Civic.
flying, but it was one of those like hatchback Civics. It was ugly as shit. Came flying, like you said, 3 lanes across, and I had this conversion van in front of me. That conversion van slammed on his brakes, and for me, I'll say, I only been riding it for maybe 4 months. I'm not experienced enough, especially in situations like that. I freak out, immediately grip front brake, hit foot on the rear brake, and all I remember is just hearing screeching. And it was one of those, I kind of looked over my shoulder and I almost saw the back tire. Next thing I know is I hear boom, 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 and then just tires screeching. And I was like, what the f? And I got up, and the only thing that I remember was I got up and I stood in the middle of the highway and I said, 4 lanes of traffic is pretty goddamn wide whenever you're standing in the middle of it. And I looked and I was kind of like, and all I saw was 4 lanes of traffic right in front of me. Like everybody stopped.
And you're just standing there.
This is, I don't know, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. This is rush hour traffic, and it's just a wall of cars. And I looked and I said, I'm closer to the median. So I ran to the median. I just stood there. And
Where's your bike?
in the middle of the highway.
Oh, wonderful.
So, fuck the bike. I'm out of here.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
So I ran to the median and I just kind of stood there, and everybody's getting out of the car like, you okay? You okay? And I was like, yeah. And this fire chief comes over, and I'll never forget this poor man. Older man, late 50s, maybe early 60s, white mustache.
Ready to
blonde
retire.
hair, yeah. He comes out, he goes, are you okay? And I go, fuck. I just put fuel stabilizer in that thing. God damn it. He goes, I didn't think you were getting up from that. And I was like, are you okay?
Like, do you need a hug?
Like, are you okay? Like, he was so shook. He was so shaken.
Shook? Sure. It's what
Whatever.
it's what the kids use.
He was so,
Shooketh.
yeah, he was so upset. He goes, I didn't think you were getting up from that. I was like, is it that bad? He goes, you flew so far. I was not expecting you to get up
Oh, no
from that.
shit.
Because the way I landed was, when I slammed on the brakes, I locked up both wheels, and I proceeded to turn the bike sideways, and then I got launched off the bike, and the motorcycle actually flipped to where I dented the fuel tank on both sides.
Wonderful.
So I managed to actually flip the bike down the highway, get thrown, I don't know, 5-6 feet, and I landed on my shoulders and my head, and I cracked the helmet all the way up the back.
Oh, at
And
least you know the helmet worked.
I got up and just kind of ran off to the side, and I was like, woof. And I remember the only thing that hurt was I felt like I got a really good kidney punch.
Oh.
And I was like, And everyone was like, dude, oh my God, like, are you okay? Are you in shock? And I was like, hold hold on, I got to take my helmet off. And they're like,
Don't take your helmet
for the
off.
ambulance. So I take my helmet off. I throw it onto the ground and I
Breaks
get on the
into
phone
two.
and I go, hey, Albert, everybody's freaking out and the fire chief's having a panic attack. And I'm on the phone going, hey, Albert, hey, can you tell so-and-so I'm not going to make it? I just kind of wrecked a bike on the 17, on I think it was Route 4. Because we take Route 4 to 17. No. Yeah, 4. I don't remember where it was, but I was like, I'm not going to make I just wrecked my bike. He's like, what the fuck? Yeah. That ain't
There's
good.
not really any other way to respond to that.
Now,
Like, I
mind
just
you,
wrecked
while
the bike.
all this shit is happening, my poor girlfriend was working at a supermarket.
At least she wasn't on the back.
This was her first day at a new store because she was, I think at that time she was doing something. I don't remember if it was assistant manager or something like that. The first day at a new store. I go to the hospital. I get sent home. My friend Jen was living with us at the time. I was like, yeah. She goes, where's the bike? I said, funny story. She said, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, I kind of wrecked it. And then my girlfriend comes home and she's like, where's the bike? I said, I kind of got in a motorcycle wreck. She goes, why didn't you call? I said, yeah.
You were at work. I
It
didn't
was
want
your
to bother
first
you.
day. You started it was your first day in Ramsey. I didn't want to bother you. You were in the hospital. You got a motorcycle. I was like, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Everything's fine. Hey, thanks for checking out this highlight clip from Achieving Failure podcast. If you enjoy our stories, hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure to check out our full episodes coming out on Saturdays.